Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review. Before I get into that, I want to thank Hoodie Coco HCC 788 for the opportunity to collaborate in another video with him. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. He reviewed Alley Viper version 2 and 3. He put those together, which is unusual for him. He usually doesn't review two action figures at one time unless there is something significant. And it was. I actually learned something. Again, I should say, learned something about the Alley Vipers that I didn't know. One of the version 2, there was a variant that had, or version 3, one of the two had camouflage stripes on his legs. So that was pretty cool. Didn't know about that variant, and I don't have it, so I'm going to have to look for it. So thank you, Hoodie Coco, for that opportunity. I really appreciate those chances to get to be in your videos. It's really quite an honor. So today we're going to be looking at another small playset or accessory, if you want to call it that. One I did not have as a kid. I really didn't get these small playsets. If I ever had any experience with them, it was because I played with them at a friend's house, like John. He may have had this, but never said anything about it, or we just never played with it. I always passed these up. Why? Because the retail value was the same price of an action figure, which this one was $2.29. It was only worth half a flag point. And I saw greater value in an action figure than I did with the playset. Now, if I had a bunch of action figures at the time, I would have purchased the smaller playsets to accessorize and to, really make my playtime more valuable. But I didn't. So these playsets just were completely ignored. If I had $3 in my pocket, I was buying an action figure. I didn't worry about these. Or a small vehicle I would have bought. But this one, I do remember seeing it on the pegs, and it's like, hey, it was pretty cool. I liked it. I had rock and roll on the front of the picture of the box. So let me pull that box up for you, the box art, so we could get a good look at it. So that was the box art. Rock and Roll was one of my favorite characters from the original line. Just a cool guy all around in the cartoon. He's a surfer from LA or somewhere in California, if I can remember right. So it just really, really neat. Box art, I just can't get enough of that. I remember staring at the card backs, I'm sure as all kids did, for hours and just imagining things. So I thought I'd share that with you. The machine gun defense unit was available in 84 through 86 when it was discontinued. But it again was available in 1988, and that was through Hasbro Direct with their mail order. So this is not a rare toy. Finding it complete is fairly easy, and finding it cheap is also quite easy. This isn't one of those things you have to hunt down and scramble to get. When you see it, it's out there. It's very readily available. And it comes with a lot of small parts, so those parts are easily lost, but you could replace them cheaply. So you could actually buy one incomplete and construct it and save money as well. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this really interesting toy. Right, so here it is. Very simple looking toy. The blueprints came along with this. This is the machine gun defense unit. It comes with tripod barricades, a 750 round RPM, round per minute, EX 344 universal machine gun, the EX 344 tripod base unit, the 50 caliber ammunition belt, ammunition box, figure posting stands, and warning restriction sign. It has the directions on how to put it together. They used clutch in the picture there. On the box art, shows that the figure stands are tan, but green actually came with them. These barricades were actually tank stopping barricades. You may have seen them in World War II movies. These were on the beaches of Normandy to stop landing craft from deploying tanks onto the beach. So let me pull up some pictures of those for you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. They came in two separate pieces, but please be careful when assembling these. This part can become very frail. It's made out of a harder plastic, and I found that out the hard way while trying to assemble it. Today I cracked a piece, but that's no problem. I have some glue, I could fix that. So it came with those two barricades, came with a 50 caliber ammunition can, hollow on the bottom, no real play factor on that. The grip is way too thick for a figure's hand. Two display stands, both green. As we all know, that these didn't really start coming standard until the 90s. The only way to get them was through accessory packs and these little play sets. Came with this 50 caliber machine gun. Somewhat resembles a 50 cal. It spins on the tripod real easy. The ammunition belt has some play value to it, but it's really tough to move in and out of that. Again, the handle's a little too thick for an action figure's hand. And to display an action figure with it, so let's use Thunder here, you would actually have to sit him down behind it to really get a real world play feel for it. And that was a pose that was, or a way to fire the gun that was actually real. You either crouch down, sit behind it, lay down behind it, kneel down behind it, whichever. And it came with a sign. It says, "Danger, restricted area, stay clear, no one beyond this point." So that is to let everyone know this is for a machine gun area, stay clear. This I wouldn't have played with at all. You know, it's gone. Bye-bye. But I think they had to throw something in there for a little more value for your money kind of thing. It's nice now for dioramas. That is partly why I really like this play set, is for dioramas. And you could get several of these at a very cheap price. So I do highly recommend that you get one of these. It's pretty cool. The display's nice. All right, so there we have it. Very cool little play set. Um, I have 1.5 of these, and like 4 ammo cans that I picked up in just a box of parts. So this is the first complete one I have. It's really cool. Oh, what more could I say about it? I like it. It definitely has an appeal to me now as an adult, more so than when I was a kid. So this brings me to my favorite segment, Byron's Gripes. Not much to gripe about on this one. Like I said, you can find these on the aftermarket, very common. Sorry, the Air Force is out training again today, which is fantastic. Just love that sound. Oh, you want one that's complete with the blueprints? $25.99. Not too bad. It's little up there on the high end, what I would consider the high end of okay. For those of you just joining, I get these prices only from eBay. I only quote the fixed prices, not the auction prices. And I'm not doing this to pick on eBay nor the sellers. That's not what I'm about. It's not what I do. This is just simple reference. Complete with the box, $21.99. Deal of the day on that one. That has $7.25 shipping. That is a great deal. So snatch that one up if you can. The prices are from $21.99 up to $49.99, and I would actually pay $49.99 to have the box to display it with. Because it's so inexpensive. The machine gun is a little bit harder to find, but not uncommon. That's $6.99. That's the only one I found today. Complete with no blueprints. $16.99 up to $28.50. If I were to spend that kind of money, $28.50, I would at least want the blueprints, and I could get that for $3 cheaper. The sign with 2 barricades, $12.99. The ammo can, $3.95. I've seen them sell for as low as $1.99, but not today. I didn't see those up. Incomplete, it's missing the figure stands and the ammo can, $11.99. But again, you could buy those missing parts a little bit cheaper. The sign, $3.75 to $3.95. Blueprints by themselves, $2.99 up to $10. That is ridiculous for blueprints, especially for just something this small. $10, but it does have free shipping, and he'll take a better offer. But there's a disgusting trend coming up now that I've run across with the or better offers, where people are declining offers up until maybe $1 or even 50 cents off, and then they'll accept the offer. Why put or better offer if you're not going to take a decent offer? Should we be grateful that they're at least discounting it by $1 or 50 cents? That's up to you, man. But for me, it's upsetting. Why even do that if you're not going to at least take $5 off or something? Make it worth the buyer's while. It's just greed out there right now, and it's rampant. Mint in box with no grade. Seals are still intact with the original tape, and that's something I want to bring up. If somebody's selling this on eBay and it says sealed box, look at the tape. Because back then, they used tape that had the string in it. If you had what, after surgery, you had that little surgical tape, which is called steri-strips, that has it's thin tape with like has string in it. That's what it looks like. Very similar in a lot of ways, but watch for those seals, because some people are not knowing or trying to defraud. I would like to think that they're not knowing and just use regular old clear tape. They didn't start doing that until the 90s. So the 80s stuff has that stringed tape in it. So furthermore, there was one that was the Mint box, $299.99 with no AFA grade on it. And the ammo belt, $1.99. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and share. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do me a big favor and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. And every time I get a new subscriber, it really makes me feel good knowing that my content is good enough for you to want to subscribe and see me on a weekly basis. Hit that bell down in the corner. That way you get notified when my videos come up. I'm getting this one out early because I am working tomorrow, so hopefully brighten up your Monday a bit. If not, shut me off. That's it, guys. I do appreciate every one of you for tuning in, and greatly appreciate all of my subscribers and channel supporters. Their names are, the channel supporters' names are listed down in the comments. If you want to be a channel supporter, you could do it by making a donation to the channel. I did have a coffee account up for a while, but I took that down at the beginning of this year. But if you want to make a donation to the channel, my mailing address is down the bottom. It's not necessary. It never is necessary, but it does help out. So all of that is appreciated. And as an incentive, when I do giveaways, the subscribers have their own separate giveaway from the channel supporters. And if you look at my last giveaway video, the prizes are pretty decent. It's stuff that I would not keep myself. Make sure that they're in good condition and as complete as I could possibly get them, if not 100% complete. So that's just my way of thanking you guys just for being here. So anyway, again, thank you all very much. Greatly appreciate you. This is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. Remember, always be kind to everyone. You never know what kind of day a person is having. And especially be kind to animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. So stay tuned next week for another fantastic, wonderful G.I. Joe toy review. Until then, stay safe. Stay dry, stay cool, stay hydrated, stay everything. And if your baloney doesn't have a first name, it is not Oscar Mayer. See you later.